I think I've learned over the years that he gives me those to try to keep me, on point as to what our purpose and the reason that we're here. Because you put me in front of a crowd or give me a microphone, I could spend the entire day, talking about and promoting Midlothian. I love this community. Lived here almost 3 decades. I've served a dozen years now in the city council. So I've seen us go from a farming community to really a second or third tier, if you would, sort of suburb, and now really we're in the thick and middle of a lot of development that is poised to happen over the next decade or two here, or decades, I should say, over in the coming years. One thing I did learn over the last dozen years, and 2 comprehensive plans that have been adopted, is people want a quality place. They want a place that they can recreate, a place that they can work, a place that allows their investment in the community to grow in their homes or their businesses, and spend a dollar investment potentially that the city has made to try and stimulate some of the growth in our community. We know that along with home builders and rooftops will come retail, but what can we do, if you would, to make sure that we are efficient and productive in the way that we do business? And I think that we continue to try and do that. I'm glad you came out today. It's, to me, kind of strange you want to listen to a politician and a bureaucrat, but to some degree we try and eliminate those titles, because I don't look at myself as a politician. I want to be approachable. I want to look at ways of efficiently and effectively, if you would, coming to an ends through appropriate means. In the same way, Don is always looking at a way of trying to streamline processes, try and make it easier to do business with Midlothian, try and make it easier to live here. If you have an issue, we need to know about it so we can address it. And if we see patterns happening, we can take the appropriate approach, identify where our roadblocks are, and relieve those. But
strategic location. If you take a map of DFW and Fort Worth here, Dallas here, do the isosceles triangle at the top is Flower Mound, flip that triangle down, and it's Midlothian. And Frank Visa, our economic development director, I've heard him talk many, many times about the advantage of our funnel, so to speak. That triangle almost acts like a funnel to bring growth down if we plow the field and we plant the seeds and we enable that growth to come down to us, which we've been trying to do, but we can clearly do better. We have great social infrastructures, and I'm sure our many towns in Ellis County also have this, but great civic associations, great church community. We have, and I will brag on this point, we have very engaged citizenry, and that's really important because you can't run local government with, as the mayor pointed out, bureaucrats and politicians. You need residents who have different points of view, who have a stake in the community in the long. And then emerging higher education. You can see the Navarro Community College campus building right across the way. You probably saw that we're building a mirror image of that, and the city was quite involved in that, and Frank Visa on the 4A in particular. So how do we take these competitive advantages and exploit them to jumpstart growth? Well, what our council said was, go and hold like a development community town hall meeting and invite pretty much everybody, realtors, developers, builders, and bankers, all the different parts of the development process, invite them and have a big brainstorming session.
That there are real people that want to make real success for Midlothian, that we're emotionally invested into the community. Most of us live in the community, and we wanted to tell you again how much we're thrilled to have you here, and that we want to develop the relationships that make us all successful. That it is a people business, and we recognize it. So we can go through all the ordinances and the governmental side and the bureaucracy, but the reality is people business, and we recognize that that's the case. So please come back to Midlothian and let us show you the personal side, take you into the neighborhood so you can get the feel for the community, because that's really where it's at. We can talk about it, but until you experience it, it doesn't become real. So these are the folks that can make it happen. And this is just, hopefully, we're just cracking that door open for you to understand we really want to do business with you in Midlothian. So thank you for coming, and thank you, gentlemen, for being a part of this today.
Thank you.